Little League coach in New Hampshire has been dismissed after a father says two coaches overheard some other coaches talking about a plan to bean his 11-year-old daughter in the head in an attempt to force her off the all-boys team. Well, we reached out to the league. Here's what they told us. That they determined no player was or is in danger. Additionally, they did not find evidence to substantiate the initial claim that several coaches were complicit. However, it was determined one volunteer coach did in fact violate the league's policies and has been dismissed. Joining us now is John Doyle, who's a reporter for the Foster's Daily Democrat in New Hampshire. So what happened? So it was just some coaches overhearing some other coaches, and they were literally talking about hitting a girl in the head to get rid of her?
Hi, Erica. Thanks for having me on. What happened was these coaches gathered for a draft meeting at a bar in downtown Durham, New Hampshire, which is the home of the University of New Hampshire, right down the road from us here. That's standard procedure for a youth baseball league. They want to evaluate the players and get them on the right teams and make sure the team is, not too top heavy. What happened was, what is alleged to have happened was that this girl's name came up in the draft order. It should be noted she's the only female in the league of 11-year-olds, I believe. And some of the coaches are believed to have a sort of acrimonious relationship with the girl's father. So her name came up, and allegedly some of the coaches, or one of the coaches, suggested that they bean this man's daughter to get her to leave the league. Whether or not that was said in jest, which I suppose it was, is not clear. Of course, even if it was said in jest, it's totally inappropriate. Word got back to the father from people who were at the meeting, and he wrote an email to the town council, many members of the school board. That's how it got to us here at the newspaper, and went from there.
And so just to clarify, the thinking is that this was said because these coaches didn't like the girl's father, not because they had an issue with her playing as the only girl on the Little League team.
That's not the impression that I got, that they had a problem with the girl at all. It was this father who even said that he had an acrimonious relationship with certain members of the league in years past. He had been a coach, and there was some adversity there, or acrimony there, I guess. Mm-hmm. So that was the impression that I certainly got in my reporting, was that they weren't necessarily trying to target the girl at all, just maybe send a message to the father. Who knows? Again, my suspicion,
involved in their kids' sports yet again.
And we see this. Yeah, we see this all the time in youth baseball. I think the idyllic, slice of Americana that we want to think youth baseball is in this country, and it is that in many ways, but. Certainly there's always going to be some bad feelings that pop up, and we read about incidents like this probably about once a year, and this one came to our neck of the woods.
Yeah. All right. Well, John, we appreciate you filling us in. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thanks, Erica.